Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Midwest Meltdown. It's your boy Zach.
And Josh.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Josh, what's going on?
Cut the shit. There's something we need to talk about.
Wow.
What did we find out
This
at
is
lunch
new
today?
to me. What?
It's
What?
not new to you. What did we find out at lunch today?
Oh, shit. We cracked the next national treasure. Okay. All right.
Everybody
I don't know if you're actually
go
gonna bring this up
into
or
your
not, but-
fucking refrigerator. I'm pretty sure it should be in everybody's refrigerator. I can't think of any psychopath that would keep mayonnaise outside their fridge. And look at how it's measured.
Maybe they're lactose intolerant, don't have it in general.
Well, then it wouldn't be outside their fridge in their home. Yeah.
Okay.
So go look at it. It's measured in fluid ounces. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fluid ounces.
Okay.
Now, we also had a bottle of ketchup and a bottle of mustard next to us,
Mhm.
both measured in standard ounces
Yep.
in grams. So, just to be very clear, the mayonnaise is measured in a function of volume, like a liquid, and the ketchup and the mustard was measured as a weight, or a solid would be.
Right.
Do you know why?
No, that's why we had to look it up. And let me tell you,
Didn't
that
find the fucking
was
answer.
fucking-
It didn't make any sense.
Why was it so hard to
Mayonnaise-
find that, though? Like, find the answer to it? And we still didn't find the answer.
It took us about 20 minutes.
It was your dad, Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage, who solved it.
Yeah. Everybody knows I'm Joshua Cage.
Oh my god. No, but seriously, it was your dad who finally, after like, we just basically did a big collab.
He came up with it all on his own.
And he was like, it was like a light bulb just struck at
Makes
the
perfect
table,
sense.
and he was like, guys, I got
Makes
it.
perfect sense. But the thing that doesn't make any sense is if you think about mayonnaise and you think about ketchup and mustard. Now, what throws another wrench in this plan, I grabbed Frank's Red Hot Buffalo sauce,
Yes.
also measured in fluid ounces.
Yes.
Throw another wrench in the plan, grab some Ortega taco sauce, measured in regular weight.
Mhm.
That's just runny as hell,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
It's even less viscous than the mayonnaise. Sorry, less viscous than the mustard, less viscous than the ketchup.
But kind of like what your dad was saying, though.
No, I know why, but I'm just saying, think
Right,
about
right.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
comparison
Okay.
here as to the things that are measured in fluid ounces,
Mhm.
which was buffalo sauce from Frank's and mayonnaise,
Right.
and the things that are measured in standard weight, such as ketchup, mustard. I pulled up the horseradish that was measured in weight, and the taco sauce.
You guys honestly should have seen it. He just going through his fridge, and it was like, it was just imagine this in the fridge, and he's like, fluid ounces. Wait, fluid ounces. What the fuck is
didn't
happening?
make any sense.
Nothing was making sense, and I honestly was just like, it was a free show for me. I was like, this is outstanding. Like, this has got to be one of the craziest things I've never heard of.
It started as a joke, but then once I started to look it up and I couldn't find a clear answer,
Mhm.
then I started to really get upset about it.
It was, yeah, and then we'll tell him your dad's.
So what the theory
Explanation.
is, this
'Cause
is my
here's the
dad came
thing.
up with, because I'm pretty sure this is correct. This
You
makes
would
the most
think,
sense.
first of all, you would think a simple Google search would give you an explanation.
Yeah, like
as
why
to
are certain products,
the
what
Federal
qualifies a
Drug
product to be
Administration-
measured in fluid
Federal
ounces?
the Food and Drug Administration
yeah.
would go, hey, here is why we elect to choose these foods to measure in fluid ounces.
Yeah,
or
like
weight.
a product will be measured in fluid ounces if it fulfills this quality of measurement, or
Because-
this quality of ingredients. The thing is relatively simple. Nowhere on the internet.
Nothing.
I searched for about 10 minutes.
I literally searched twice, and all I got were how many fluid ounces are in this, this, and this, like certain recipes.
Yeah, like, well, fluid ounces is liquid. Yeah, I know.
Which makes me start to think that we cracked something we weren't supposed to crack.
Oh yeah, we're on a list.
Like,
We are on
They-
a fucking
they
watchdog
ch-
list right now.
I told your dad. Remember, I was like waiting to see us. He gave the explanation as to what it was, and you just hear the on the door. This is every agency ever. Please step outside.
So the consensus amongst us was things would get measured in fluid ounces if a certain spatial capacity could weigh a different amount by weight
Of the same
product. So if
Correct.
light mayonnaise has fewer egg whites in it
Mhm.
and more oil,
Mhm.
if you fill up a jar by regular weight, it
Mhm.
could weigh less. But by fluid ounces, because it has to fill the capacity of the container,
Mhm.
it's the same number of fluid ounces.
The best example your dad gave was also with milk. Like,
Yeah.
2% would obviously weigh more than skim milk, and then like whole milk would weigh more. So
Yeah.
you'd have. I mean, obviously,
Albeit
again, it's a
very
liquid.
minuscule,
Sure.
but still way different. But they're all measured in fluid ounces, which will all be the same because it's all the same container, 1
Correct.
gallon, 1 gallon.
Same thing then now
Yeah.
applying towards mustard and ketchup, where basically it's like there is no light ketchup. There is no. I mean, there are, I'm sure, variations of it.
Yeah,
But
but
for the
there
most
must be
part-
less variation in which ketchup to ketchup to ketchup.
The
From
overall
brand to brand to
like,
brand,
consistency of it.
The
is pretty much the same.
composition is
Composition.
the same, if not very similar.
Yes.
That's what we're going with.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, you look at a jar of mayonnaise, and you see fluid ounces on it. It doesn't make any sense. Literally, mayonnaise, you can pull it out on a knife and flip the knife upside down. It's staying on the knife. Like, that's not a fluid.
Yeah.
And I don't give me the definition of fluid.
Nope.
We're all very educated here. I don't need the textbook definition of what a fluid is, okay?
We're not here to educate. We're just here to enlighten.
Hey, I'm just saying, think about it.
Doesn't it? No. You know what? Now that I just thought about, what's that freaking game that you played? Now, Mayo's on my mind now.
My name is Mayo.
My name is Mayo. God damn you. This is what happens when you get so locked into work that you have to play. Josh, I've noticed on his stream on PlayStation Network that the games he's been playing, one of them was that, and out of curiosity, I was like, never quite heard
What do
of
you
this
do
one
in
before.
My Name is Mayo?
What do you do in this game? Went over and looked at the old description, and Josh, would you like to tell them what the fuck you do in
Press
it?
X. Press X to tap the mayo.
Press X.
Yeah.
This is what this is what happens now when you get so locked into work that you're like, well, I guess I have like a minute to play a game. And that's the game you choose to
You
play.
can put a red bikini on the mayo.
There's no thought.
Nope.
There's nothing to it. It's just you're going hitting X, putting some weird fucking costumes on it. I still can't believe the games I see you play.
Game.
I really want you to get done with this residency so bad because I feel concerned for you.
Dude,
Your video games have gone down such a dark hole of just like the randomest fucking games that no one has ever heard of. I'm concerned.
Hey, man.
The only one that you've gone down so far, well, the only one that's kind of like a hidden type game that I've also played is Cat Quest that you haven't played yet.
I have to start that.
That I played through and actually platinum. I was kind of upset with myself. I platinumed it in 2 days because it was the week before I had moved to North Carolina, and I was staying at my we stayed with my fiance in Illinois when we first lived there, and she went to work and I was out of work waiting to move, and I just all day just played that game.
Just cat questing it up. Just being a cat going on quests.
Seriously, that's exactly what it is. And you dress up in armor, sword, like it's the cat puns in it get a little bit ridiculous at a time, but yeah. And like I said, I think even that though still has some thought and strategy to like how to fight in the game, and there's like mechanics to it. Nothing like what's the other one?
Mr. Masaji.
There it is, Mr. Masaji. What the fuck, dude? What is that about?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm about to say what happened. What was going on that day?
Easy trophies.
You whore. As I'm sure you guys are aware of, we stated in the beginning, I think, right?
I don't think so.
No. Well,
So
either way,
not aware.
we as a duo try to have a little competition, a little friendly compo going back and forth of who can get the more trophies basically across the PlayStation Network.
I mean, not like as a function of like there's no deadline.
No, it's just basically forever until the day we die. Who will have the most?
Yeah.
And really, honestly, I never really tracked them until we made a mention of it. I forgot how it actually started.
I don't know.
But we basically like saw that we were getting them, and then we both kind of started like going, "Oh, I got this one. Well, I got this one. Well, I got this one." And then finally, I was like, "All right, it's fucking on, dude."
Yeah.
And then we just started bearing down and like trying to accomplish them all. Let me tell you guys, I have gotten an amazing head start.
Yeah, I've had a big hiatus.
Surpassing you during this time.
Oh, it's today, so it's April 13th. I played last week a little bit, but before that I hadn't played since August.
Sad.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a comeback. I got some ground to cover, but
well, and I knew. Here's the thing. Prior to his residency starting, Josh had probably a 1.5. You had a 1.5 level lead on me, I think.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And I knew because you had Platinum Skyrim, and I was like,
that's when it started.
Who I'm competing against.
Yeah.
That's what I got to deal with.
Was when we started getting a couple platinums,
I knew when you were going to be working. I'm like, I got to take advantage. I have to bear down and just start knocking them out of just.
You're about like
find...
1.8 levels ahead of me now.
A little less than that because you got a few with the Vice City.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still towards the back half of
like
level 17.
And I'm on.
And you're on 15.
Yeah, like the latter half.
Latter half of 15. Yeah. So basically about 2 full levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got you, dude. I'm not letting you catch up. I'm gonna keep. I like I told myself, I have to keep going.
Whatever, dude. You're the one that's getting married.
I'm obviously into the games of Rocket League and Call of Duty now with Warzone, but now you can't get trophies from either of those. I mean, I think technically I could still get some from Rocket League, but they involve being like playing together or like a multiplayer type thing.
Mhm.
So basically, I can't get any more from those games. So every time I play those, I'm not gaining ground on you. So I have to like tell myself, like, all right, play some God of War now. Like, all right, let's play some Assassin's Creed. Like, trying to get other things so I can keep the pace. Because I
Dude,
know.
you're gonna have to wedding plan though.
I know. Well, not yet. That'll happen,
Dude, it's
but
coming.
coming up in the almost 1 year.
Yeah.
Almost 1 year out. It's coming. But like I said, that's why I got to keep pushing. Because I know once your residency ends, I'm gonna see like ding, 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 trophy. I'm gonna be like, fuck, he's coming.
It's gonna be a lot.
Whoa, whoa, pain train's coming. I'll be like, son of a bitch. So like I said, I know I have to keep my intensity up. I have to. There's no way. Yeah. What's probably your favorite platinum? I mean, Skyrim's got to be probably your best platinum, I think.
It's probably my favorite one
It's got to
too.
be the best one for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it was good because it was my third playthrough of Skyrim, so it was good to like
Jesus,
wrap it all up.
seriously?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. I did one on PS3 and Xbox, and then
I still haven't completed
PS4.
one playthrough yet on it.
You should.
I still haven't.
Yeah.
It got lost. Like I said, it got lost.
I mean, it's hard to complete. I mean, like I still have a lot of stuff left to do.
I
but-
just at this point with that game, I just want to get through the story. I just want to.
Oh, you still haven't gotten through the story?
No, because there's so much to do.
I mean, the story itself isn't that long.
I think I've just gotten
You
so
get distracted.
I
Yeah.
gotten completely sidetracked.
Yeah.
But that one's got to be. I mean, for you at least, it has to be. What a fucking psychopath who would go through and platinum Skyrim.
It was fun though.
How many
I did
hours
that-
did you do that again? It was during your winter break, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think I have like 100 hours on all 3 playthroughs
Oh my god.
or so. Good game,
I mean, clearly, can't remake it enough.
dude. No, I'm gonna
They
play.
can't put it on. I think one of the best like memes or mocks of that was when they had it on Amazon Alexa.
Skyrim on the Alexa.
When who was playing it? Help me out.
Keegan Michael Key.
Keegan-Michael Key. And he was like, "Eat the cheese, eat all the cheese." Having to like describe to himself what he was doing. That was really funny. I gotta think. I probably think my best platinum probably Battlefront 2, Star Wars, EA Battlefront 2. Some of
I
the
mean, God of
trophies
War
on-
3 is a pretty hard platinum.
What's that?
God of War 3 was a pretty hard platinum for you.
Oh yeah, true.
There's a lot of hard trophies in there.
I mean, well, playing through because here's the thing: is I played through the campaign, but then I had to play through it again in order to get all of the chests and then also complete it on I think Titan mode.
Yeah, and then there's the
Which-
challenges.
Oh my god, dude, it was hard enough playing through that on medium with half like the enemies you had to face.
Yeah,
But Jesus God, like playing through that.
especially those like Anubis type guys.
Actually, honestly, you know what the hardest part about it was?
Hmm.
When they would give you the suggestion to lower the difficulty, but you could never tell what you were on, yes or no, because of the way it was like lit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it was so hard to tell. Like, okay, am I on yes or am I on no? So every time they gave me that suggestion, it took me a half hour just to sit there and go, all right, I'm on no.
All right.
No? What? And I had to like sit back and go, hold on a sec. Before I hit X, because I'm like, as soon as I do, I'm screwed.
Super salad, sir.
So I was like,
Salad. No, wait, soup.
doop, doop.
But it was too late.
But it was too late. But yeah, so having to do that, I think that one, yeah, probably. Well, also the remasters of the Modern Warfare games got pretty intense at times too.
Do you remember when we were doing that training mission, trying to beat Infinity
Oh
Ward's
my
time?
god, dude!
I'm surprised that I was the one that has the fastest time.
Seriously,
I thought it was gonna be you.
dude, that was intense. Even the newest one, even the Modern Warfare 2 one.
Yeah, I haven't done that. one.
I had to at some point because what they do is they give you. I mean, it was the same thing in the first game where it was like lesser time for accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy was like, you had to actually shoot double targets 5 times
Yeah.
in order to get the appropriate reduction to get the trophy. So he was like, you have to basically walk through it, and also part of it was just luck because you had to hope that one run through lined them up. Some of them were like so far off, and they had to like slowly move back, and it was like it was impossible. So I was watching this guy do this, and he's like, you have to go through it a few times, just slowly,
Yeah.
just to get to know
To
like
learn it.
where it is. and it was just so obnoxious having to like make sure you double tap these guys, double tap these ones, go through, and then finally when I hit 19 flat on it, I think you had to hit like 19.8 or something like that.
Yeah.
I hit 19 flat and I was like, fuck, yes, dude.
Dude, we did that Modern Warfare one for like an hour and a half.
Because
we were just chatting in a PSN party.
Yep, and we were just
'Cause you were in
playing
North
our own
Carolina.
respective games.
Yeah.
That
I was so freaking pumped when I finally got that,
dude. That was so intense.
That was so
Like,
hard.
oh my god, it was, and the fact
I
is,
took it personally.
well, and the fact
when I
too was
wasn't
like
getting
our
it.
records, although very good, not even close to what like the world records are.
Yeah.
Like what the guys have actually like, what other people have done.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I sit there and I look and I'm like,
I just
what
wanted the trophy. I
what
didn't
the
care after
fuck,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
I want to know like I would love to just watch what they do to be like, how do you physically
Right.
do this? Like the sensitivity on their controllers has to be like through the roof.
Yeah, and it's a lot of like moving while shooting, like and in looking too, because then like that cuts down. Like when you're dealing in the tenths of seconds,
Right.
you're like looking while you're shooting it because it's stopping to line it up, like, and you're just kind of keep it flowing through. But yeah, either way.
You know, there's one that I want to go back and try trophy-wise. So the game Limbo that we were playing,
Yeah, yeah.
it doesn't have a platinum, but I'm one trophy away from 100%ing it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a gold trophy, and you have to play the entire game with 5 or fewer deaths. And I've heard this talked about on other podcasts before, where people are like trying to think, is it even worth it? Because you have to clearly play through it multiple times to know where everything's at and try to memorize it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still the fact of like in that game, if you just make one part of a wrong move, you'll die. Like you would just be dead.
Yeah.
So the fact to go through that whole thing with 5 or fewer deaths just gives me anxiety thinking about it. But I've always thought about trying to go back and do it.
It's that level of precision that just I don't feel like doing that.
That's the thing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, again, though, at least it's a gold trophy. Unlike half the other games that we've played where the hardest trophies are freaking bronze.
Yeah, like that's like last night. I have like 4 or 5 trophies left in Vice City.
Mhm.
The hardest one is going to be do a wheelie for 30 seconds. I did a long wheelie yesterday. I'm like, oh, that was a good one. 8 seconds.
Well, there was also, like it's like that, like where in Battlefront 2, there was a bronze trophy where you had to destroy 25 ships with the bomber torpedo missiles. When in the part about it that's so annoying is that when you first shoot an enemy, it's not an instant kill if you hit them with a torpedo missile.
Mm.
So you had to like weaken them and then shoot the missile and hope it hit them. You had to do that 25 times, and you also had to get 25 kills
On a
with
hero.
regular ship on a hero ship,
With a regular ship.
which is just it sounds stupid, but they actually added that. I'm pretty sure they added a game mode just for this, where basically it was
After you die, you get the access to a regular ship.
44 all hero
Heroes,
ships,
yeah.
but then once you died, you came back as a regular one, and I was like, I think they, because going through, you like if you were in a game mode, you had to hope you got a ship first of all, and second of all, you then had to hope that somebody grabbed a hero ship and had to hunt them down along with the 10 other people on your team doing the same thing.
What's your favorite ship?
In Star Wars or in general?
Just favorite ship.
Shit.
I know.
Probably an X-Wing.
That's your favorite
Actually, no.
ship,
You know
like,
what?
Period.
Like ship. Oh,
Dude, and you literally sky's the limit. What's your favorite ship?
probably an AC-130.
Could be okay. Well, mine's gonna be like the Normandy,
Well, obviously. Still.
or I was thinking the Flying Dutchman. That's a cool ship.
Well, hold on.
I literally said the sky is the limit. Any ship you could think
I know,
of.
but I
And
didn't
you're
realize
like,
the ship
well,
category.
I mean,
we were
like an
going
airplane
into...
would be cool. Any ship.
I didn't realize we were getting into like naval ships as
Any
well.
ship. I don't. Are we confused with the definition of any? Any ship.
Why is it that packages on a truck are called shipments, and yet packages on a boat are called cargo?
I don't know. Do you know the answer?
I think we're getting another knock pretty soon.
Yeah, we should probably cool it. So anyway,
Okay, I don't.
those
Okay.
are some cool ships in my universe.
Well, like I don't know.
Oh, like an airplane. Do you have a better ship that you like?
You're telling me an AC-130 isn't a bomb ass ship?
No, it's a dope ship, but like, how would you pick a ship with some like individualism?
I mean, if I had to pick like more of a like video game made up or like
It doesn't
a
have to
movie
be a
made up
game
type
movie. It could be a real one.
thing, I don't know.
Wow, awesome. No ship comes to mind.
My favorite was Challenger. Just kidding. It was.
Oh boy. I don't know if I'd do that again. Um,
I'm sorry. In my mind, I was like, this could be kind of funny.
Space Shuttle is
You know
a
what?
ship, so I'll take it.
Fuck it. It's a joke. Get over it.
Yeah,
Get
it
over
was a
yourself.
joke.
You
I also like the freedom and the independence. You know where those space shuttles were from?
Where?
Armageddon.
Okay.
Fuck off. Okay, so since you don't know how to answer fun
I
questions,
don't-
I'm going to ask you
honestly-
another question, which I hope you have an answer
Honestly,
to.
like I said, probably like the X-wing or something. I think it's dope.
Just the X-wing.
Just the
Like
X-wing.
the X-wing that fucking the fat guy was in.
Wow.
You're gonna look at me right now in the face and tell me
no,
that guy
because that
wasn't
one's
fat.
destroyed.
That's why I said maybe you should say something more specific than an X-wing.
Luke
Skywalker's
Honestly,
X-wing.
no. Poe Dameron's X-wing, because it's got that black and orange
Okay,
paint
that's
job
all I
to
was
it.
looking
That's
for.
pretty dope.
Yeah. Wow. Yikes! There's my alarm for how long it took you to answer
You're a
that
piece of
question.
shit.
So anyway, I have a question for you.
You're a mother. Yeah.
Hopefully you can answer this. And we're going to
Yes,
talk about
officer.
co-op couch experiences. What's a fun one for you?
Do we have enough time?
How about you give us the short version?
Okay.
Because I have an answer. I mean, I have a couple answers.
Illinois guys, another shout out for you guys. Here we go.
Hey, Illinois guys, this is Josh. Nice to meet
4th
you.
of July. Yeah, this is Beta Josh saying hello. 4th of July weekend, drunk driving Mario Kart in Sean.
Also called Don't Drink and Drive for my friends.
Sean's garage.
Sean. Is the now, okay,
He's
very
in
important.
that friend group.
Hold on, very important. SEAN or SHAWN? Or less common, SHAUN? You don't even know how to spell your friend's name.
No. AWN. I had to think about it for a
Okay.
second.
Do you
He's
know?
normal.
I don't have an opinion on one or the other. I'm going to sidetrack you for a second. Do you know what the equivalent in Ireland for first name, male first name is
Mhm.
for John in the United States? What's the equivalent in Ireland?
No idea.
Well, we're literally talking about it.
It's Sean. Like-
SEAN.
What's up, Sean?
Well, it's just like that's like the, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
John is so common in the United States. Sean, Ireland. Yeah.
Okay, now I get it.
It's okay.
I thought you were saying like the actual like equivalent, like they call people John, who are we call Sean here or something. That's what I thought you were
it's like
getting at.
it's like some sort of like Gaelic
Okay.
translation, but regardless, I don't
Anyway.
exactly know. That was just for fun.
Back to this really quick. So let me tell you guys, this was quite the experience. So basically, in short, involved Mario Kart for the Nintendo Switch. It was
Okay, well let's set it up. Don't drink and drive. The game is you
Yeah,
have
okay,
a
yes.
game. You have a four-person Mario
Kart's
Kart.
typically the game you play.
Yeah, you have a beer. You have to consume the beer by the end of the race. If you get to the end of the race and the beer is not consumed,
You don't technically win.
you don't win. Yeah, exactly. It's technically like you didn't even finish the race.
Correct.
So
The whole trick though is
you can
cannot
only drink
physically
while you're
be,
not driving.
Yes, you cannot be using your controller to direct your player and have the beer in hand at the same time. You have to set the controller down.
Which is why it's called Don't Drink and Drive.
Exactly. So the whole play though, the thing that we added to it to make it a little more fun, because again there was 4 of us playing, but we had more people there, so we're like, oh, we want to
Yeah, I like
incorporate
this.
everybody into the party. Is we had 2 handles out of Sean's freezer in his garage of Fireball,
Sean, you're a maniac.
and we were like, let's start getting some bets going. So what we would do is the people not playing would go. They would basically like 2 people. We only selected 2 people. Not so. For example, if we had like 4 people not playing,
Right.
we wouldn't make all of them pick winners and losers. We just have 2 on a rotation pick who they thought was going to win said circuit and who was going to lose the circuit. If you predicted either one of those right, you gave a shot to anybody you wanted. If you came in first place in the circuit, you got to give a shot. If you guessed wrong on either last or first, you had to physically take a shot.
Absolute madness.
We got absolutely destroyed. Well, not all of us. I, in particular, got very, very wrecked that day, to the point where my buddy Josh, Alpha Josh, had to basically almost dress me. I couldn't get my shorts on, he said. I was like, okay, backing up a little bit, Sean has a pool next to his garage, so that's why my shorts were
I
off.
would have rolled you into the pool. So
He
props
said-
to Josh.
He got me in the Uber that I said I didn't want to get into because it was a stranger's car.
Yeah,
which,
props to
hey,
Josh
you know
D
what?
for not leaving you where the fuck you were, because I would have given you about 30 seconds and then I would have been like, no. I'm not putting up with your shit.
He got me home. I fell on the couch, and he's like, "Nope, can't lay there. Get up to your room, buddy." And I was like, "Okay." And then he said I got up and fell on the kitchen floor. To which he said, "Definitely can't sleep there."
Oh, I would have taken a couple free shots at you if you had some good bruises in the morning or something.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised he didn't because my head was hurting. He might have.
Oh, it probably could have been the alcohol.
He might have hit. Honestly, he probably could have hit me in the head, and I would not have known.
I hope
because
he
my
did.
head was hurting so bad the next
Based
day.
on how he had to take care of you.
I woke up woke up, lamp next to my bed on, fully clothed. It was like my one foot was hanging off the bed. Like I think I fell down, did not move
Lamp
for
next
5
to my
hours
bed
straight.
smashed.
Like, did not move. Woke up and I was like, "Oh, this is where I fell 5 hours prior, and this was the position I was in."
Oh god.
And here we are, again. And now we rise from the dead,
Yeah.
start all over again.
I
That
don't
was just
I don't have any like drunk video gaming things like that, but co-op
Except for
couch
the one night we never speak of.
experiences. Well, we already talked about that, but like
Yeah.
co-op couch experiences, like I think of two games in particular. I played with my childhood friend Jim, Time Splitters 2 and Time Splitters Future Perfect,
Ooh.
along with Gauntlet Dark Legacy on the GameCube. Those games are phenomenal
not familiar with the second one.
couch co-op games. Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
Time Splitters, I'm aware of. The second one for the GameCube.
It's a top-down dungeon crawler type game.
Okay.
Like I said, it's for
Multiplayer?
the GameCube. Yeah, if you can do 4 people on the same screen.
Oh shit.
So you sit next to each other and play
Sure.
all night. Super fun, super fun. Played that all the time. But then Time Splitters was just an FPS. Like, you could set the settings on your team and your deathmatch, so you could make like an AI game mode, which is really fun
Oh.
because you could set the difficulty, you could set which characters were in it, you could set which level, which weapons were in it, like certain modifiers. So I remember like a popular setting was like play against the monkey team.
Okay.
So there's like a monkey in space, like a monkey, just like various variations of the chimp character.
Mhm.
That's where I get the deer hunter from. The deer hunter was in Time Splitters,
Oh.
so that was cool.
Okay.
Loved those games.
That makes sense now.
Yeah. So that was probably my favorite favorite FPS to play with a friend. Time Splitters, for sure.
I think mine for us was Portal. Portal 2 or 1. It was
Oh
one.
wow, yeah, I'm surprised we're still friends. Portal 2.
We had some. Like,
I don't even remember much of that.
We played that out. Really?
I mean, I couldn't pick out a specific like conversation or something.
Oh, well, okay. I can't. I mean, all I really remember is like there were plenty of times we got on each other's like we were at each other's throats about this game.
Yeah.
But it also had some of the best moments of us piecing together.
Finally figuring it out.
Because once you figured out the puzzle,
Yeah.
oh my god, dude!
It's like having water in your ear all day, and it finally just
Finally give one good shake of your head, and it just
call comes out all warm. You can hear.
God. Oh, okay. all right.
You know what I mean.
You get it. It's like putting a fresh Q-tip in the old ear after a shower.
Not even close to how good
Just being like,
that Portal felt.
oh my god.
Yeah. Not even close.
But seriously though, like that, accomplishing those missions, we literally did it the whole summer. I think that was one whole summer.
It didn't take us that long though, because the game was relatively short. It only took us like a week.
Well, I guess playing it literally
Every day
Yeah.
for a week.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, because that was my first run through of God of War 1 and 2 and everything on the trilogy that got, because God of War was on PS2.
that was that summer.
Yeah,
That I watched.
God of War
you-
summer.
That was my playthrough of all the God of War games
That was God of
before
War
I got to official. You basically said when they remastered God of War 3, you're like, you don't have to play 1 or 2. Just start off at 3 and you're pretty much fine.
No, that was way later. God of War summer was when we were in undergrad still, and you were taking that class
That
online.
summer class. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
because they had just pulled, because God of War 1 and 2 were originally on PS2.
Right.
They had just pulled them to PS3. You got them when they pulled them to PS4. But then I said just play God of War.
That's yeah. You were like, you know what? Like, you're like, don't go through the hassle of getting looking for 1 or 2. Just
Yeah.
play 3 and they sum it up pretty good.
Yeah, it
You
does.
don't really have to go back too much further.
I don't think they did. I think maybe they just did God of War 3 for PS4.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun.
And then of course we have plenty of times, like we said, playing multiplayer. Black Ops
Was good.
Zombies. Zombies, good God. What was your favorite zombie map? I'm
Dude,
guessing
Kino.
Kino.
Kino der Untoten.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was that. I kind of like.
But I like 5. The Pentagon,
yeah,
the
okay,
Pentagon
that was
level.
the other one I was
Just
thinking
because
of.
you could play as all those world leaders, and that was
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
Like you had Kennedy, Nixon.
And you could always do the DEFCON 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. Who
based
was
on-
it?
yeah.
It was Kennedy, Nixon, Fidel Castro was in it, right?
Kennedy, Nixon, Castro,
And
Kennedy's assistant, whoever that was.
Robert McNamara,
McNamara,
the Secretary of Defense.
Yep, there it is.
Robert Strange McNamara. His middle name is Strange. That's not a joke.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 5 was. Yeah, that was it. I mean, I also just loved like the OG one. I can't think of the name of it.
Oh, it's like Nacht, Stidder, and Toten because it's Night of the Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. That was a
Do you
good
remember oh my god, who created Night of the Living Dead? Thank you. Help me out.
one. John Romero.
Was it John? Robert?
No.
Romero?
I mean, I'll
Romero.
look it up. It's not Robert. I'll bet you $100 right now. Do you want to bet?
John Romero?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do 100. That's a pretty hefty bet.
How much do you want to bet? 50?
I'll bet you I don't know, like a snack or some shit.
All right. When we leave, after we're done with this and we're
John
going to get
Romero.
snacks,
Was
you're
it
buying
John?
snacks. Yeah. You're referencing right here. John Romero, Night of the Living Dead. You're
was John.
referencing the winter level where he's in it as like the main monster.
Yeah, he's
correct?
it's
Because you have Danny Trejo,
the guy from
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
the guy from The Walking Dead.
Um,
Can't think of his name.
yeah,
I can't think.
yeah,
of his
we
name
know what you're talking about.
Yep.
And then some other person I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't think. But then like they're filming, and then the zombies start coming to life, and then they take over John Romero, and he becomes like the main protagonist that you have to eventually
Antagonist.
beat, or antagonist. Sorry, that you have to eventually beat at the end. Like he rises at like certain.
He
certain moments or
consistently
something.
chases you around. Actually,
Yeah,
he just doesn't move that fast.
he runs around with the
boom.
boom. Yeah,
Yeah.
he chases you with the fucking boomstick.
Yeah. So that was a good one. That jungle level sucked.
That was one of the worst ones. That one, and honestly, I tried playing some of the ones on Black Ops 2 and 3. Not the same.
Spec Ops: The Line.
Because they try to make it more of an actual like objective based
Yeah.
thing. And it's like it's just survival. That's all it is.
Yeah, but like that, I appreciate them doing that though because like they're at least trying something fresh.
I know which one we really liked. That was objective based. That spaceship one, the moon.
That was fun to go from.
That was the
Lunar Lander
space
to
monkeys
Lunar
that would always
Lander.
come at you.
Yeah,
That was really fun.
yeah, that was a pretty good one.
We usually did pretty good at that because you had to like launch that rocket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Launch the rocket, and then you could take the landers.
Oh, to and from opposite sides. Yeah. Those were very helpful when we were like hordes were coming at us.
I know, but then you had to reset them. Like the most successful map is Kino for me.
Oh, for sure.
Because once you opened up the whole map, you just take them through that whole circle.
Well, and plus
all
it
the way
gave
around.
into like the whole backstory, hidden backstory
Like
of
the
the creation of
scientist.
zombies, of the scientist. Yeah. And it, like when you teleported up to the video room,
That was cool.
it gave you like those little.
And then it would take you to the Pentagon
Yeah,
sometimes.
sometimes.
Like it would flash you to like one of the rooms in the Pentagon. So that was
Yeah.
kind of cool.
So yeah, I think overall I think that was probably the. Yeah, I think overall too it was simple, but it was also like you had somewhat of an objective to like get the power going and stuff like that. So there was like
Yeah, I mean it had more to tell than the first one, but the
Yeah.
first one was the first one. So
the shittiest part though is if like
You had to
if
build
you
off of it.
started to you had to go find the power switch to get the teleporter back on in that
Yep.
mission or in
Doo-doo.
Kino.
can you hear that noise?
Yes. Dee-doo. And then what you would do, the shittiest part though is when you would start going on a path through the theater, but you picked the wrong one and basically opened up every door
Don't pick the wrong one,
in one full swoop circle
and you'll wasted all your money.
because you had to go try to find the mystery box. Because once you turn the power on, that
then
would,
you could see where it was.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you picked the wrong way, you had to go all the way back and then pick the other door or something. Oh, that was like that's when it was shitty because part of that was the survival portion of it was only leaving like one path to know where everybody was coming from.
Yeah,
That was always interesting.
dogs. Every
You know,
5
speaking
levels.
of the hordes, really quick, I know you haven't played it yet, but in Days Gone, part of the whole thing is like certain areas have like massive hordes, and this is probably the first time I've seen this in a zombie game that's not like Nazi zombies, where you actually like it's purposefully more and more as the levels progress, but like from an actual zombie game where it does make sense, where when a whole area gets infected, there's gonna be multiple hordes that like stay together, you know?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I was playing it, I came over this hill on my motorcycle and there was a lake, and when you first see a horde, it actually is like incredibly scary to see this massive crowd of zombies.
You were scared?
And then, yes, very actually, because then I was even more scared when you go by them a little bit and one of them gets the scent of you
Mm-hmm.
and all of them start chasing you. that gets intense. Even more scary when your motorcycle runs out of gas and you're like, oh shit, and you just have to like start running on foot.
Yeah.
But like, I think that was one of the coolest things about that game is when you see the hordes like that. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Dude, it's like World War Z. I like that. I like that movie.
That's another I've heard about. I have not played it, but I heard that's like another game that really went under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Like people,
they made
it's
a
got
game
very good
for it too,
reviews.
yeah. I was talking about the movie, but yeah.
Same difference.
I really like Brad Pitt, though.
Yeah, but see, again, like the whole thing about like the ending was just kind of off for me. About how like the cure, it was basically everybody had to be sick in order for them not to sense you. Like
Well, that wasn't the cure. That was just
it was
defense.
it was a defense, but I think that was like
just discovered. They didn't make people sick.
No. I'm not okay. I'm not saying that was like the cure. What I meant to say was like that was their mechanism to have them not detect them. Is like, well, they're massively sick like us, so it's fine.
I mean, it was fresh. Like, what else would you want? Like,
just fucking, it's World War Z. I want to see like an army fucking line up and go like Revolutionary War at these fucking.
It's World
things.
War Z. You weren't satisfied when they all pile on top of themselves to get over the 20-foot wall.
Creepy as fuck, dude.
That you didn't like that? That wasn't World War Z enough for you?
I didn't like it because it was scary.
Yeah. I like.
That was like sick, scary to see that.
We got Zeke's running all over the place, and then that one like Army Ranger guy gets it. And he's like, "All right, boys," and I don't know. He says something to him, and then he has to go off, and he becomes a zombie.
Yeah.
I just like that they called him Zeke's.
Zeke's.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, that's kind of the other thing too that I always find interesting when it comes to zombie games, because in Days Gone they call them freakers.
Ew, I hate that.
Yeah,
You shouldn't even have told me.
freakers.
Now it's on the bottom of my list.
Because then they're like all these freaks. Running
That's
around.
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Freakers.
freakers.
I'm done.
Because
I don't
then
even want to do
in
this podcast
The
anymore.
Last of Us, they call they're just like they call them just the infected, but then the particular
Fine, makes
ones
sense.
that they call the clickers
Also makes sense. They
and
click.
the bloaters,
They're bloated.
which is disgusting to think about.
Bambi.
Bambi.
We're playing Dead Nation.
And there again, yeah, we're playing that. So, but the way they describe the bloaters and like to think that could actually happen is kind of disgusting. Like, oh, it's just somebody who got infected, but their like internal self.
I mean, that's what happens when you die.
I know, but
if you're not properly, you know, cared for.
Ugh. Oof.
Or like animals, you can see bloated animals before they explode, which they will.
Right.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Hey
Gross.
man,
But
it's
like,
a circle of life.
Yeah. But no, that's like I said. That's always what I kind of found interesting is like, for example, like Walking Dead, call them walkers, because obviously it's supposed to
Still better than freakers.
The whole premise obviously is again not to like you. There is no zombies. Like zombies never existed.
Well, that's fine. Like Walking Dead, like took that stance.
Yeah.
Right from the beginning. They're like, in this universe, nobody knows what a zombie is.
Exactly, and I love that they.
Which
did
is
that.
fine.
Yeah. Because it adds to it. Because again, they don't like you don't know.
Yeah.
Because like right now, if it happens, we're like, well, we got pretty vast knowledge on what's going on. Like we know how to, or you in particular.
Zombie Survival Guide is my absolute favorite printed book. The Zombie Survival Guide.
Do what Josh would do.
By
Here it is,
Max
people.
Brooks.
Ding. Do what Josh would do.
Read the Zombie Survival Guide.
There you go. Be prepared.
I love that
all
book.
Cost.
I love that book. So fun.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there is another name that they might call them in the show, but that's like the common term is because like obviously in The Walking Dead, certain people call them walkers. Other people like later down the line, different communities might call them different things,
Stalkers.
like the undead or something. I don't know. Like it's just
Balkers.
no. Maybe
I could do this all day.
walkers, talkers,
Squawkers.
squawkers.
Yeah.
Zombie
You know what my
ducks.
favorite part of...
Go on.
No, you derailed me there. My favorite part of The Walking Dead was the end of the first episode when Rick finally like gets his bearings on everything, gets his old hat on,
He's
gets
in the
his
tank.
gets his Magnum. No, after that. So they get, everything's fine. It's literally like the last like 1 minute, and he's walking through the park, and there's one of the zombies is like crawling. It's like all mangled, and he like gets real close to it.
It was a flashback.
Oh, okay.
Because it technically ends with him in the tank, and then Glenn finds him in the second episode. But I know what you're talking about.
He gets real close to it, just to like he's like finally comprehending what's going on. He says he's like sorry, and he kills it because like he's like thinking like, oh my god, this used to be a person.
Well, because
kind of
the
I like
show,
that.
the opening scene is him walking through a desolate gas station, bunch of cars everywhere.
I thought the opening scene was when he's in the hospital.
No. The very, very first ever clip was him in his officer outfit. He had a gallon to go fill up gas at the gas pump with it. He's walking through all these empty cars, all deserted, and he dropped something and he got down and he looked and he saw like two girls' feet just standing there, and he like kind of wanted to get up, be like, "Oh, can I help you?" And she's standing facing away from him, and she turns around and half her face
I don't remember any of this.
is like
This was the
bit off.
first episode?
This is the first scene, the first
Really?
sequence, very
Okay.
first sequence. Because then what ends up happening is him waking up, and then they do general flashbacks to him,
Okay.
like how he got
I
there.
just like that scene in the park.
Well, because what ends up happening is he does that after he leaves Morgan, who
Okay.
helped him.
Okay.
Because he escapes the hospital, but then he stumbles into the suburb. Morgan finds him, and then then what ends up happening is him sitting there with a revolver as she's running at him, and it's like as she's running, the theme music starts kicking in, and that's how it's the opening scene. It's like, and it's like he hasn't pulled the trigger yet, and then it's just, and then it just goes into the theme.
Gotcha.
So that was like, and then people always talk about when they watch it, that was like, because again, morally, what do you do? Like, do you like if you think a zombie isn't actually
If you have no idea what a zombie is.
exactly, if you don't know,
yeah.
like, do you kill
Do
a
you kill
little
this
girl?
thing? Yeah.
Like you're a grown man with a revolver, and there's a little
Yeah.
girl coming at you. Like, do you-
Interesting.
I don't know. That whole first season was fucking wacky.
It was a good season.
Like that was, I mean, that show really got off great.
I only
but
watched the first two.
I'm so glad. I'm so pissed that they kind of continued it now, because I
We
wish
should have just went out.
they had their moments to end it and they didn't. And now I'm 2 or 3 seasons behind. I basically stopped after Negan because I wanted to see him.
Yeah, you were into it for a while.
I mean, once they announced he was coming onto it, I was like, I can't let go now. He's the
Monster
most notorious.
kill.
You know, his opening scene was basically shot for shot from the comic book, right?
Why would I know that?
Well, I mean,
If
it's
I don't
common
watch the
knowledge
show.
type thing. People might talk about it.
Not for me.
Oh, well, either way. They basically had it where, in the comic book or in the graphic novel, however you prefer, it's like basically how it takes place in the comic book is exactly how they play it off in his first sequence. He walks out of the trailer and he's like, "We pissing our pants yet? Well, it's about to be pee-pee pants time real soon." And then the comic book,
Wow, that's cool.
he drops a lot more F-bombs. Literally,
okay.
in the graphic novels, it's like fuck every other word. But obviously for TV, can't really do that. But in the DVD release, they do have all of Negan's scenes. They shot it twice. One of cut, one uncut.
Nice.
So you can see all of his like actual Negan sayings from
Sure.
the comic book of just fuck this, fuck that.
Hot take: Duke Nukem crossover to The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'm already out.
I'm already in. Duke Nukem's a badass.
Until they made that really shitty game.
I pre-ordered that.
Really?
I like Duke Nukem.
How disappointed were you?
Pretty.
Very. Thanks for bringing it back up, Dick.
Yeah. What else do you want to talk about? Alien Squirrel and Marines suck too. Anything else?
That sucks so bad we talked about that twice already.
I'm not going to stop talking about it. That's the funny thing. Man.
I don't know. We haven't even discussed what we were drinking yet.
I'm drinking
People
Double
don't even.
X.
People probably think right now, like, wow, avid drinkers on the show, and they didn't even bring it up.
I'm drinking a yawn. Double X.
We're going a little weak on this one, though.
Dos Equis.
It's been tired times. You're drinking a Dos Equis. I'm drinking a Schofferhofer. Some grapefruit
Yikes.
German beer. That's all you need. That's all you need to fucking know. God.
I'm on my third beer though, so
Little bit of a different take from our initial whiskey consumption. We decided to reel it back, dial it back a little bit.
I'm having a lot more beer today.
You're gonna end up like a fucking bloater.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. See?
Exactly.
See? Told you.
All right, let's wrap this up.
That's it for today. We already did. We got Josh's Do What Josh Would Do.
Read
Go
the
out,
Zombie Survival Guide.
read. Honestly, it actually is pretty entertaining.
Love it.
The one thing I read from that book that I'll never forget, second floor is your key to survival. You cut stairs, they can't climb stairs. It literally, I remember seeing an actual picture of it.
It's a short-term solution.
Right. But right. That's what I'm not saying it was the final one. I'm saying it was a suggestion of, hey, if you're in a
Block
pickle,
the stairs.
block the stairs. You'll be fine. Or just completely get rid of them and you should be good to go. I'll never forget it because there was an actual picture diagram they had of stairs going out and the zombies just being like, oh no.
Yeah. But they gotta leave eventually, and you gotta make sure you can get down from there because you're trapped up there then.
All right. That's why. Well, that's why the second part of it was have a supply like storage up on a second floor somewhere.
Right. You want to know what my thing is? You get two for one in this episode.
Uh-oh.
Get your bike. Get a bike and get your bike skills up. Because a bike, like this book says,
Hold
and
on.
I maintain this,
Like
a bicycle.
like okay, not a motorcycle.
No. A bicycle. Best vehicle for the zombie apocalypse. Silent,
Mhm.
powered by yourself,
Mhm.
do not need fossil fuel, and you can carry it if it breaks down. You can fix the chain with relative ease compared to a car.
And you can have me stand on the spokes while we're going somewhere.
Yeah. And if you're feeling like a tough guy, stick a playing card in there.
Someone on the front.
Get a sick sound on those spokes there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's very cool what you just did.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Right.
It's so stupid. I hate it when people did
Time
that.
to say goodbye.
Did people? Did you actually do that?
Yeah, I've done that.
Explains a lot.
Were you
All
ever a
right.
child?
That explains a lot. What?
Were you ever a child?
Yeah, I wasn't a piece of shit child
Wow.
that went on stupid trends. Look what I can do. See, it sounds like a motorcycle.
Anything else?
Don't follow trends. Become a trend. That's
You're not
all
a trend.
That's all I have to say.
All right. Say goodbye.
Court is adjourned. All right, guys. Thanks again. Peace out.
Come on, Chef.